Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, is on working visit to Djibouti. Primacy Diplomators Government Actions Reflection Workshop on Tourism and Energy. For the international scene, a signature of the agreement for a transfers of power to civilians. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, arrived today afternoon as part of a working visit at the foot of the plane. Somali President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo was welcomed by the Prime Minister Al-Hajj Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, accompanied by the head of the diplomacy, Mr. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the Minister of Communication in charge of post telecommunication, Mr. Radwan Abdullahi Bahdon. After getting off the plane, the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, met with the Prime Ministers in a brief one-on-one meeting face-to-face. This visit is part of the relations, friendship and cooperation between the two countries and the two brotherly peoples. The agenda of the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, includes a meeting tomorrow, Monday, August 17th, 19th, with his counterpart, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, at the Palace of the Republic. It should be noted that Somali President is accompanied by his Minister of Telecommunication, Mr. Abdi Ashur Ahmed. Under the high patronage of His Excellency Al-Hajj Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, the ceremony was held today at the People's Palace to officially launch the workshop on the monitoring and evaluating mechanisms of the selected sector, tourism and energy. The government, through the Prime Minister's office, has undertaken to set up sectoral workshop in line with the national inspirations for an inclusive, sustainable and job-creating economy in accordance with Djibouti Vision 2035, the strategy for accelerate growth and employment promotion. The objective of this ceremony is to set up the methodology and important quick result in both key areas. The ceremony was attended by the Minister of Energy, Mr. Yunus Ali Gedi, and Ms. Amina Abdi, Minister of Housing, and several other Secretariat General and various government department, investment, budget, tourism and energy budget, as well as senior administrative officials. This workshop organized by the Prime Minister's office with the support of the Pemondu cabinet, including two laboratories concerning the tourism and energy sectors. For his part, the Prime Minister Al-Hajj Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed said it is with great pleasure that I welcome this morning to this major event, which marks the official launch of this workshop on the monitoring and evaluating mechanisms of government action, focusing on the two priority sectors selected, namely tourism and energy in Djibouti. Indeed, as a reminder, on 18 July we had together identified and retained two sectors as priority, and we are more motivated than ever and determined to translate into the actions this political will put forward by His Excellency the President of the Republic and his government, which is based on the principle of the conducting government actions with greater efficiency and visibility in order to achieve the objectives set and meet the expectations of the population. The government, through the Prime Minister's office, has undertaken to set up sectoral workshops in line with the national aspirations for an inclusive, sustainable and job creation economy in accordance with the Djibouti Vision 2035 and the strategy for accelerate growth and employment promotions. This workshop, organized by my department with the support of PEMONDO, including two laboratories concerning the tourism and energy sectors, and focused on the following objectives, he said. We collected interviews from the participants of this reflection workshop. Listen, please.
The objective of this workshop is for the government of Djibouti to identify key implementation projects and programs under two important sectors for the country, which is the energy sector and the tourism sector. As you know, both these sectors have very good strategies and also action plans, but what we need to do in this program is to develop tangible projects and activities as well as initiatives in order for them to be implemented to achieve the aspiration that is set in the Vision 2035 of Djibouti. So we are actually consultants from the Malaysian government. We have conducted this program in Malaysia and almost 25 different countries. So our program is called the Big Fast Results Transformation Methodology, and this program is focused mainly on implementation of strategies and plans, because most governments, they have very good resources, so they spend a lot of resources identifying vision documents and strategies and so on, but they usually do not do well in implementation. So this program is focused, 90% of our effort is focused on implementation versus planning. I think for both these sectors, Djibouti has very, very big potential. The thing about tourism, because it's a new sector for Djibouti, which means that you have a lot of opportunity and you have a lot of low-hanging fruit to play with. Djibouti is a beautiful country. There's a lot of beaches, there's a lot of nature and adventure areas that is still untapped, and to explore this as a tourism area is something that is going to be easy for the government to do. And the most important thing about tourism is also promotion, and also letting people know what are the exciting things that you have in the country. In terms of energy, I think there is also a lot of opportunity for the government to increase the supply of energy, to electrify the rural areas, as well as to make electricity affordable. There are a lot of projects that's already in plan, and we hope that this program will help the government accelerate some of these projects to deliver the desired aspiration for the energy sector in the next coming few years.
As part of the preservation of the environment and the improvement of living conditions adapted to the good lives of the community, the CDC Directorate, under the aegis of the State Secretariat for Youth and Sport, launched last week a vast project to raise awareness about the plantations within the various cities in the capital. This awareness was a prelude to a major political objectives of the government to plant more than 4 million trees throughout the territory of the Republic of Djibouti. At the end of the work, 13 community development centers involved in this effort with the effective collaborations of community councils. youth and community leaders. The CDC's management closed to Thursday afternoon its awareness campaign launched 2 weeks earlier that said these tree plantings programs is our country's is the result of the government state desires to promote and preserve the environment with effective community involvement to ensure healthy and livable living environment and to clean up our national becomes and source of climate changes. As part of fight against smuggling in all its forms, on 17 August 2019, the Al Sabih Brigade Gendarmes, in collaboration with the customs officer, carried out a control operation near the Al Sabih cement plant. First, they intercept a minibus type vehicle. During a thorough search of the vehicle, gendarmes discovered contraband that Kat mentioned is consisting of 6 large bag containing 113 kilo packages with an estimated market values of 700,000. All its goods were destroyed by fire by the gendarmes in the presence of customs officers, and the 2 vehicles used to transport that are immobilized at the gendarmes brigade. The persons involved will be referred to the public prosecutor to be held accountable for their actions. The ITRO Dalaf Association is in partnership with the prefectures, the Obok Regional Council and the Secretary of State for Youth and Sport organized the 3rd editions of the sport tournament from Thursday 15 August to Friday 16 August 2019 in Dalaf, one of the towns in the Obok region. The prefect of Obok region, Hassan Dabali Ahmed, the vice president of regional council, Mr. Ahmed Ali Sheikh, sponsored the launch of tournament and the closing ceremony alongside the official, namely the commanders of the Obok police, the federal secretary of the Obok RPP Federation is Mr. Muhammad Hassan Ahmed, the deputy director is Mr. Kamil Dini, the president of the ITRO Association is Mr. Omar, and the elder is the village chief of the locality, as well as the public attending the event. It should be noted that the tournament was attended by the teams of Obok, Tajurat, Al-Leaf and Me'adihu. Several disciplines were present: football, volleyball, dunk and swimming, speed and athletics. For the international scene in Sudan, signings of the agreement for transfers of power to civilian, the ruling military in Sudan and the leaders of the protest signed an agreement in Khartoum on Saturday. On Saturday, this text paves the way for a transfers of power to civilians. The agreement was installed by Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, number 2 of the military councils, and Ahmed Al-Rabi, representative of the leading protest movement. Several foreign heads of state and prime ministers were present. Certainly, the road to democracy will be long, but the text is put an end to nearly 8 months of protest that led to the fall of President Omar al-Bashir in April before turning against the general who succeeded him. It remains to be noted that the economy is now devastated. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.